see them fighting each other.
Too right.
That would be good. That would be so good. But I hope they stay a tag team for a while because I really like what they're doing, and I think they can accomplish some good lucha things.
Good lucha things.
Yes.
Damn it.
Arm drag!
Then, of course, we got into the main show. We started off with a 6-man tag match. Again, SoCal Uncensored starts off the show. They defeated the Jurassic Express, is what they were calling them on the pay-per-view.
Yes, indeed.
That, of course, is the Jungle Boy, the Luchasaurus, and a Marco Stunt.
Yeah, and I'm not 100% certain, but from the sounds on Chris Jericho's podcast about the behind the scenes of the thing, Jurassic Express has been a thing since before AEW with the three of them, so...
it could be. We know that they trained together.
It's Jericho talking, so you know he only knows half of really what goes on backstage.
Yeah, we know that that at least Luchasaurus and Jungle Boy trained together. We know that Luchasaurus got his name and gimmick in Lucha Underground. I do know that Marco Stunt and Jungle Boy weren't at least on-air characters there, so they weren't together there.
And we do know that Luke Perry attempted to clone his son one time, and it was a failed experiment.
And we believe that's where Marco Stunt came from.
Yes.
We're assuming. It seems like it would be, you know. Seems like it would be. Yeah, this one, I mean... This was a good...
All he can do is floss. Why won't you stop flossing, boy?
I laughed so hard when he flossed. I laughed so hard when Daniels flossed. Yeah. That was the best. Oh my gosh. Anybody wants to see what their dad looks like flossing, just watch this. It was good. This was a good pay-per-view opener. Like I said, these guys, at least SoCal Uncensored, have opened before, and they're good. They're good openers.
They're good pace setters.
It didn't get too crazy, but it really allowed...
And I just love, like, they're so goofy and corny. Like, Christopher Daniels strut down to the ring with that fucking mic stand gets me every fucking time.
And I love...
Reminds me of my mom's goofy, stupid friends from back in the day.
And I love that the whole audience loves when they say this is the worst town we've ever been in. Like, they just, they talk along to it. They chant along with it.
They're the Bizarro World New Day.
Yeah, for real. Mm-hmm. And everybody, you know, all six of them got a chance to shine. Marco Stunt, probably more than he should have, but that's okay. And everything they did was over. Like, the floss.
Luchasaurus is hugely over in AEW. I'm expecting a title run for him sometime in the future.
He is. I don't see him with the world title anytime soon, but if they bring in a secondary title, I think he would definitely be there.
Dude, people love that college-educated dinosaur gimmick. I love it so much.
They like it.
And it's not even a gimmick. It's just him being himself while wearing a dinosaur mask.
Yeah, they like it. I just don't know that at this point he has the skill to be a champion.
He got shot down by WWE. Cody's going to push him to the moon.
No shit. One thing you could say, obviously, these three guys, and by these three guys, I mean SCU, with them in the role as vets that can work with pretty much any and everyone and put them over, that works really well in these opening bouts. I am okay, and I'm sure those three guys, maybe not so much Sky, because he's got more life ahead of him in the ring, but I think they'd be fine being these guys just opening and putting guys over, and that doesn't necessarily mean losing.
Sky would not be where he's at though without Daniels and Kazarian.
No, and he's said that. He's said that open and honestly. At Jurassic Express, of course, that's a really fun act. Everybody's behind it, like you said, and honestly, Pacey, you mentioned New Day. This is AEW's marketing fucking push right here. Push the Jurassic Express, maybe more so Boy and his Dinosaur. Honestly, I think you agree with me. I could use less of Marco Stunt myself. Yeah, he doesn't need to be in the ring at all, me personally, unless he's getting beat up.
I want to see Marco Stunt in more matches with, like, Janela and Darby and, yeah. Put him with the hardcore guys and just let him get beat up a bit. That's what he's there for. He's there to job. Yeah. I'd use him sparingly. How would you love to see him win the AEW championship and not be able to lift it up?
I would not, because this is not WWE. So I'm hoping not.
Well, they didn't say it was a heavyweight championship, so the weight classes are out the window.
I know, but you should at least have talent, Pasty.
So yeah, you pulled into the early lead here because you picked SoCal Uncensored, and I did not, but you were right. They needed a win at this juncture, and they got it.
And Jurassic Express is over. They don't need to win. And at this juncture, they probably shouldn't be going over.
I don't think SoCal needs to win either.
No, but
it's a good thing they did.
Jurassic Express shouldn't be going over established talent at this point in their tenure. They should work their way up. When they do, it should be after a few losses, and it should be kind of an upset, like out of nowhere, you know?
Yeah.
And then you can build on that and let them get experience and let them get confidence.
No, it's one thing. A lot of people are complaining because they're pushing the more established wrestlers and they're not really pushing the younger guys. But that's because they're building the younger guys, and that's how you do it.
You have to do it that way.
Yeah.
And
there has to be a deep end and a shallow end of the pool.
And it's a hard tightrope to walk, as both TNA, WCW, and even WWE have shown in the past. Pretty much every wrestling promotion. It's hard to know when to stop pushing the established and who to bring up as the young guys. It's a really difficult thing. There isn't a formula. You can't look at this and say X, Y, Z equals. It doesn't work that way in wrestling. It's a lot of guess and check.
First class of young guys to bring up. I think Adam Page has already graduated from that class, but I will say him. I will say you push him, you push MJF, you push Joey Janela, because I don't know why he's rough around the edges, but I see money all over that kid. Might just be the glasses, but I think there's more to it that makes him scream Macho Man in my head.
I guess I really don't see Joey Janela as a up-and-comer. I kind of see him as a vet to work off of the folks.
I suppose, but this is the first time he's actually getting real exposure.
Kind of, at least for the mainstream, correct. But, I mean, I guess that's everybody other than Jericho.
Yeah.
And Cody. Nobody's gotten real exposed. I mean, the Bucks. Nobody watches WWE knows Omega or the Bucks.
Uncensored.
Nobody who watches WWE knows SoCal Uncensored.
I suppose, but I mean, Janela. It's not like Janela came up through New Japan or through Ring of Honor or Impact.
No, but he sold out those spring breaks all the time, and they were big. They were some of the biggest independent shows ever, and that was an annual thing that everybody looked forward to and had the biggest independent wrestlers. I mean, when you're promoting your own shows, that kind of puts you up there, doesn't it?
Yep.
I think so. I consider him an OG. I'm trying to sound
I know
cool.
He's been around for a while, but like I said, to me, he's still pretty fresh.
I dig it.
I don't know.
I hear you.
And he's still, like I said, rough around the edges. And you can't really call him a veteran if he's rough around the edges.
Well, one person that we know could use a little extra work, and they probably should push as an up-and-comer, and I think they should make way for, is Tully Blanchard. I mean, he hasn't proven himself yet. He's got years ahead of him. I think this young upstart, he's got miles ahead of him, Pasty, for sure.
We're going to get into that a little bit later.
Well, what can we get into, Pasty, right now?
Oh, we can get into nap time. I don't know why. I just guess I was exhausted, and the familiar sound of Kenny Omega's theme song came on. And at this juncture, I don't know that I like Kenny Omega's theme song that much. It's good, but it's, I don't know. I would say my favorite theme song is Cody's out of all of them.
Okay.
Maybe that's just because it's the one you actually audibly got to hear every pay-per-view.
Okay.
But, yeah, I don't know. I did doze during this match. I do feel bad about it. I want to go back and watch it, but then when I heard that they were both upset because they went over and they didn't get to do a bunch of their stuff, I'm like, well, maybe the next match will be the match to watch.
They didn't go over. They just didn't get as much time. How do I want to say it? They didn't go over, so they weren't able to get all their stuff in. They quit when they were supposed to, but they had planned for more stuff to happen. But they weren't allotted enough time to put it all in. So
they planned for more time than they were allotted?
Correct.
Just like, and that's why they were put on second.
Just like WWE, though. I mean, sometimes you don't know until that day who's getting what time, when, where, why. You know what I mean?
Yeah. And I mean, with them being second on the card, it's probably a wise decision not to let them go over.
One thing I will say for you sleeping through this, you're lucky because you missed out on all 3 fucking announcers calling Pac the whole fucking time.
I heard that during his entrance. That might have been what lulled me to sleep.
Oh, Pac. Oh, look at Pac. Oh, this Pac. He's some. Oh, Pac's been around forever. Oh, remember, Pac couldn't make it on the last. Oh, here comes Pac. Look at Pac shooting star press. Oh, that Pac. He's a hell of a. Kenny Omega has Pac. It's fucking Pac. There's 3 of you. Did nobody fucking tell you what his name was? God damn it. That just irked me this whole match. And this was a really, really, really good match, and that irked me so much. God.
Maybe they just don't do it so he doesn't, like, get an inflated ego. You know what I mean?
Fucking Pac my ass.
You ain't the shit here yet.
Oh, there's a Pac. Oh, This was a really, really good match. I really liked this. This match I gave an A in my personal notes because there was so much to this. These two worked. I honestly think this is better than it would have been with Moxley.
Yeah.
For sure. There was a good layout for the match, and at the very end, they stringed together so many moves with the home stretch, and I did not see the end coming. Did you see the end, Pasty, or no?
I don't believe so, no. But it was a DQ, wasn't it? No.
No. He ended up putting on, it's almost like an octopus type hold. It's called the Brutalizer, is what Pac put him on into.
Arms and legs like a surfboard, or what?
No, not like a surfboard. More like he's, more like if Kenny Omega was giving him a fireman's carry, but Pac was hurting him.
Huh.
Yeah. Anyways, and he ended up passing out, so he won by submission. Kenny Omega actually passed out. I loved that finish. I thought it was good. I don't think anybody saw that finish coming. Even if you thought Pac was going to win, I don't think you thought he was going to submit Kenny. And obviously Kenny didn't tap, but
pass him out.
Yeah, still, he won with a submission.
Yeah.
Kenny could not get out of the submission and lost. So that's good. I love the fact that the Omega loser angle is continuing. That should, as a technicality,
benefit Kenny Omega's record, though, shouldn't it? More than an actual loss?
I guess it's... I don't know. I think
I'd bet somewhere in the fine print.
I guess
it's only like 3/4 of a loss or something.
To me, even what I put in the notes is I like that this actually extends the Omega loser angle, and I hope that this means we're going to see. Honestly, I hope this means we're going to see more of Pac in AEW sooner than later, because
that's what it sounds like. It sounds like he's there to stay. And then right after this fact, for the post show, he went and he called out Paige and said that he was the next one on his list.
Right. So
I came back to AEW for a reason. So from what we reported last week, I have to say we're probably wrong. Well, because it sounds like he's going to be back for at least a handful of matches.
Let's say Meltzer is probably wrong because we just told you what Meltzer told us.
Yes. But we reported it, and therefore I think we take a little bit of that too.
There was a pretty decent botch here when they tried to do inverted backwards Hurricane Rana, sometimes called Poison Rana.
Noise that's a Meltzer disclaimer, and so when we're going to read a Meltzer thing, we play this noise.
Right. We can do that. And so that was kind of a big botch, but with everything these guys did and everything these guys do, didn't bother me at all. Didn't bother me at all, Pacey. Didn't bother me at all. It was fun. It was fun. Also, I don't know I don't know if this is a Dragon... Oh, excuse me. I don't know if this is a Dragon Gate thing or what, but his Red Arrow finisher is no longer called Red Arrow, and it's called Black Arrow. And I actually like that. They didn't change it a lot, but they just changed it enough so it wasn't the WWE version, and it not only gets the point across, I like it better, especially when he's a heel.
Yeah, it definitely fits the heel persona more.
Black Arrow.
Yeah.
I dig it. I'm okay with it.
I did wake up just in time for the Cracker Barrel Clash, Fat Mac.
Ooh, you got to be careful with that word, Pasty. That footballer over in the Raiders is getting in trouble for that. Might get kicked off. He's getting fined.
The cracker word?
Oh, it's a racial slur, Pasty.
Oh.
A black guy said it to a white man. Which...
That's the way it started, I thought.
Well, he's getting in trouble for it.
I mean, if you think about it the other way around, shoes on the other foot. So, Fuck, I'm a white guy.